Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special edition of X and O's to Joe's. I'm Coach Gene Clemens, joining you on the New York Giants on SI YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube. Make sure you check out A Giant Issue. That's my podcast. You see it every other day. I love the fact that all of y'all have tuned in, but a lot of people have been talking about film review and film study, and so I figured that I would give you what I do when I go into the film room. I'm going to look at a couple things. I want to look at a defensive pressure that the Giants tried that didn't work, a defensive pressure that did work, and then I want to give you two plays that I felt if Daniel Jones had executed to the level that they should, the Giants beat the Cincinnati Bengals. You're not going to want to miss it. The way the Giants gave up their first touchdown was because of what I would consider to be a faulty blitz by Shane Bowen. And again, this is not me criticizing Shane Bowen overall, because I think he's done a fantastic job overall. But this blitz that he was trying just didn't seem to schematically make sense unless people messed up. So let's look at the first one, right? This is a blitz where you're going to line three defensive linemen up on one side, and then you're going to have one defensive lineman all the way on the other side. The point of the blitz is to make sure that you get as much attention paid over here as possible. And then out here, because this is your special speed rusher, right? So he's going to get a one-on-one. He's going to come through here. He's going to come through here. He's going to come through here. And then this guy right here, right? Who a very good blitzer last year in his own right, Bobby Okereke, is going to get one-on-one with this guard with a lot of room, like a lot of room to be able to play with. The problem is if nobody gets home, you're going to open up rushing lanes to go through for the quarterback. And it's important that this guy holds his lane integrity in the blitz. That's not what happens. What happens on this blitz is Okereke comes, and instead of holding here or holding here, he actually moves out here, which opens a giant lane for the quarterback to run through. Let's take a look at it. And again, right here, you'll see the three on that side, they blitz. Look at Okereke vacate the lane. And because he vacates the lane, quarterback is able to escape. The only way he's able to escape is if this lane is vacated, because Azeez Ojulari had a beat on him, right? So if Okereke had just stayed in his lane, Ojulari has a chance to make this sack. Again, I'll give it to you and I'll slow it down for you right here. Right? So you'll see right here, everybody's there. Now watch. Ojulari wins. Ojulari wins. He wins and he has him. But look at where Okereke is right here. Okereke, who should be somewhere here, is all the way over here. And that's what opens up the chasm that allows Joe Burrow to get free. Now, he only picks up a first down here, but it's a precursor to what's to come, because they come back to this same blitz again. Now, here's the blitz again. You'll see right now that the Giants have this 4x1 look again. Here's Azeez all alone on his side. You've got Burns and the tackles here. Now, already you can see the problem that it's setting up pre-snap. And you can guarantee yourself that Joe Burrow pre-snap said, yo, if this goes haywire, I probably have somewhere to escape right here. Now, here's where the fifth guy is. This is Isaiah Simmons, the most athletic linebacker on the Giants team. He comes in, and I'm assuming he's supposed to find an open lane to run through, right? Possibly even here. But nobody wins here. And nobody wins here. And so Burrow has a lane to run through because it's wide open. And because these guys are playing man behind them, there's nobody to pick him up when he starts running. We'll see it right here. And I'll do it slow first so you can see what I'm talking about, right? So right here, you can see off the engagement. 1, 2, 3. This guard is looking this way to help because they're relying on this tackle to be locked up man to man, right? So where is he going to rush? Is he going to rush here? There's a guy waiting for him. Is he going to loop here? There's a guy waiting for him. It's a flawed blitz. It's a blitz that doesn't get home because it doesn't make a lot of sense the way it's designed. So when you see it unfold, you can see why Burrow is able to take off and run to the void because no one's there. And if it's a regular quarterback, that might be a 25-yard gain. But the Joe Burrow level to the higher level athlete at quarterback now, that's a touchdown every time. After we see this play right here, after we see them do this, you never see them run this play again. You never see them run that 4x1 look again. Now, there was something that was working for Shane Bowen, and he decided to go to this. I'm assuming when he realized, hey, that 5-man pressure we were trying to work, that ain't really going to work the way we want it. So let's do something different. They employed what I would call and what everyone would generically call a TE stunt, right? That's a tackle and an end on the stunt. Now, it's two ways you can run it. You can run a TE or you can run an ET stunt, meaning end then tackle. And here's why I say it, because if it's TE, then the tackle goes first, the end goes second. And you'll see on this play, they run a TE here and they run an ET over here where the end goes first and the tackle goes second. So the idea behind the TE stunt is that you want this tackle to engage his guard and act as like a screener for the tackle when this defensive end who engages loops around for the quarterback. On an ET stunt, same thing, except it's the end that's going to engage the inside shoulder and try to pick the guard. The most important thing here, right, is that when you're running this, the person who's supposed to screen for the other guy, he can't be selfish and he can't be hasty. Number one is he has to engage the guy that's supposed to block him. So he's got to take the guard with him when he goes to the tackle. Because if he just goes to the tackle, then the guard just passes him off, sits and waits for something to come back to him. But if he takes the guard with him, now the guard is in no position to recover when the when the end loops around. We'll see it unfold right here. I'll go slow first so you guys can see it. Right here, watch both guys engage. On both sides, you see how Burns has gone inside and he's looking to crash right into this guard so that the tackle can loop around. And you see how this guard this tackle has the guard with him, and now he's going to try to get this tackle so that when he loops underneath, he's wide open. You can already see the lane unfolding, right? You can already see that he's here for this pick. He's here for the pick. He's going to loop around. He's going to loop around. And that's what we see happen. It didn't matter if Aziz got there because Dexter Lawrence was coming. Chatham was there. So those guys were going to make a play regardless, but that's how the TE stunt works. Or the ET stunt. You work through, one goes, we loop back around. a great play design because Shane Bowen understands, hey, I've got athletic defensive linemen. Let's just allow them to hunt, but we don't have to allow them to hunt in the exact same way each time. Here's another example of that TE stunt that we just saw before, but this time Brian Burns is involved in the TE stunt. You'll see right here, he's going to come, and again, he's wide, right? So it looks like he's going to the tackle, but this is the genius of it. He's going to attack the guard because, again, that's the guy that he wants blocking him. He's going to attack the guard, make the guard turn to him, right? This tackle, because he has to come up the field with 0, has to turn his body out, and now he gets to act as a pick when Burns loops back inside. What about this guard, you ask? It's called number 97. Anytime we get an opportunity, we need to have 2 bodies focused on 97. He looks like he's coming, but he drops out. And when he drops out, he turns his attention to 97 because you have to, right? Because that's just smart football. You don't let Dexter Lawrence get one-on-one blocks if you don't have to. Anytime you get a chance, you double team him. So again, I'll slow through it so you can see what it looks like. Snap. Here. He is engaged, looking at this guy right here, looking at Lawrence. He sees Lawrence over here. That's where his eyes are. He's locked up man-to-man over here. We got engagement, and he's getting his body in between this tackle and Burns, who's already starting to loop around, and you can see the lane open up. You can see the lane open up. And luckily for the Cincinnati, Joe Burrow is a smart quarterback because he knew it was over. And he just said, I'm going to throw it away. I know it's over. Another great design, a TE stunt. If you're a high school coach, you should be running TE stunts all the time, right? Because one thing I know is high school offensive linemen don't pick up stunts very well.